Paul Nathan along with Kyle McKinnon here in East Lansing, the 2015 Nations Cup. And Kyle, we both have, I got about 4 layers of clothing on and you probably 3. The idea for us, of course, is to have fun at this tournament, but because we're in the rink all day, basically, doing videos for Backdraft Multimedia, we like to be nice and warm, and multi-layer clothing is the trick we've learned over the years.
Oh, absolutely. These arenas get cold, especially when you start games at 7:45 in the morning and staying till 5 or 6 o'clock at night, but a great tournament and a lot of fun to watch, and it makes it worth it.
Let's get off this ice. There's some kids coming. Time to play hockey. Back deep in their own zone with pressure by the Oil Kings. Puck comes to the near corner. Out front, there's a shot. Oh, and it goes in. A shot that trickled by the goaltender. And pressure was the name of the game there. The puck went into the corner. It was shot through the crease. Goalie made a nice stop on the first save. Couldn't reach the second on the rebound.
McGuire turned the wrong way. Here's Pierce. Pierce, partial break. Shot scores! Top cheddar. Pierce over the stick of the goalie Sal. It'll make it 1-0. Just 1:57 into this first period.
Excellent play by Pierce. He was struggling with McGuire, the defenseman or defensewoman.
Bradley. Bad pass picked off by Lampton. Backhand scores! McCarthy with the dangles. Able to put it up top cheddar. Again, glove side.
Boy, when you get killed by a cross-ice pass, I'm telling you, it happens more often than not, and that was the case there. And a beautiful shot, made a nice deep, nice backhand. In back behind Seo, who had gone down, and again, as I mentioned, covers the bottom of the net very well, but still with the puck. Oil Kings out in front to Van Bee, scores! And Van Bee must have just come right off the bench.
Nobody picked him up.
Nobody picked him up.
Rosie was looking the wrong way, and Von B came in and picked it up off the bench, and they like you said, comes off the bench, goes right towards the front of the net. Oil Kings can't find it. Oisler now a 2-on-1 developing here. Pullen trying to get back into it. Bridle cuts in, scores! What a goal!
Seo stretched right out on that one, but didn't have quite the length in the legs as it was tucked in. He stretched out, just couldn't find it.
Bridle with a great goal.
And the penalty is over. There's a shot right out into center ice, and it's Gray who came out of the penalty box, gets the opportunity and scores! Oh! The Oil Kings played that perfect. They were aware of Gray coming out of the penalty box. The Oil Kings player on this side of the ice saw what was going on. Tossed it up, nice little floater.
Mumford. His shot upstairs.
Oh, they're calling that a goal. What a great shot. Again, as we mentioned, at this age level, and the goalies are short when they go down, there's lots of room upstairs.
Pickering should have been out about another 1.5 feet there, but I don't think he expected that shot from Mumford. What a goal. Makes it 4-0.
I'm with Sasha Ristic of Legacy Global Sports. And Sasha, you've been hanging around this tournament for a long time. How many years has it been now?
I think this is our 5th year that we've owned this event.
Things have changed a lot over those 5 years. And, of course, now we're looking probably at the next 5-year plan. What's in store?
Well, first year, we're actually going to do this in Europe. We're going to be doing Sweden versus Finland. And it's just as big a rivalry as, U.S. and Canada. So it's really, it's taking wings, if you will. It's expanding in every day, and we're thinking about what else we can do. As a matter of fact, we're going to do it in golf, and we're going to do it in soccer. So the Nations Cup concept is really taking off. So
when you get a competition between South and North Korea, let me know.
Yeah, I think we'll avoid that.
So not just hockey, but the company's involved in many other things that are evolving too in the next few years.
Correct. We just ended up getting one of the largest lacrosse events in North America. The Bryan Invitational is now with Legacy Global Sports, and it's just put us on the map when it comes to lacrosse. So we have a really nice, strong lacrosse division, getting into golf and academies with the schools, with the boys and girls. So there's a lot of things moving, a lot of great pieces, and it's really interesting to see how the company's growing.
And I'm sure that's happening because of the job you guys do, because it's a great tournament here, Nations Cup, Canada and the United States.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it is. I think everybody sees us as, we're professional, and we love what we do, and our pride in how we do things shows when we run our events. So, yeah, I believe that's got a lot to do with it.
Sasha, you've been operating the Nations Cup here in East Lansing now for a number of years, and I understand now that you're looking for other locations with different hockey organizations in Canada and the United States that can, in their different parts of the country, have their own Nations Cup, and you've got an announcement to make. Yeah,
we actually will be having 2 events now moving forward in Rochester, New York, in addition to the ones here in Michigan. So we're looking to get some of the East Coast teams. They've wanted to participate. We've had a sprinkling of them come in, but it's an option or an opportunity for those teams in Ottawa and Kingston and Montreal, and get the East Coast teams involved in the Western New York teams. So it's sort of like their own event in a city that might be closer for them and easier to get to.
And I also know in our conversation you're looking at not only here in East Lansing, but also obviously with the Rochester situation too, in bouncing back and forth between the 2 different countries. The successor so far that you've had trying to arrange that?
The last one I went to when we didn't own this was in Stratford, Canada, and my son and myself, and we really enjoyed that. And I thought that was one of the things that going back between the 2 countries was a good thing. And I want to do that. It's finding the right partner, right? Finding a city that has enough rinks and hotels that can accommodate the size of these events. Some of them, they're between 50 and 60 teams. So there's almost all of them need hotels because of the way they're situated. So it's just taking some work that, we get the logistics worked out.
Let's just move from the Nations Cup for a minute to the Warrior Tournament, because you've had a lot of success with that. Where are we going in the future with the Warrior?
10 years strong, right? This is going to be the 11th year. Last year obviously was the largest event with 350 teams. I look to duplicate that, if not make it larger. And those are the events, the Warrior and other large events like that just take a huge undertaking, if you will, to get this thing done. But it's been a great event, and there's a lot of teams that are participating in the Nations Cup, that also come to the Warrior. Just let them know that it's October 16th this year, and registration will be up soon. We look forward to hosting everybody back in Detroit and having one of the best tournaments in North America.
LegacySports.com?
LegacyGlobalSports.com.
LegacyGlobalSports.com. Sorry about that. Sasha Ristic with information on the Warrior. Check out the website.
Buckingham was right there. Buckingham loses at the point. Here's Duncan. 2-on-0. Duncan, his shot scores! And Buckingham turns it over at the blue line, and Duncan comes in and puts it top shelf on the rock.
That's the first one in this game on the rock. In the near corner now, the Express. Lose the puck out in front. Here's a shot, a nice pass, and Express player right in the slot, on the stick, and through the 5-hole. Ramosa really had very little chance on that. 3 of them cross center ice, or across the blue line. There's a shot. McCarthy stops that one, but it rebounds out. Nobody could find the rebound except the Oil Kings. McCarthy with a good save, but a huge rebound. And then it got scrappy from there and ends up behind McCarthy. And that makes it a 2-0 game.
Well, anytime you leave a loose puck in the blue area, it gives an opportunity to their team to find it and put it in the back of the net. And that's just what happened right there.
Great for the Cyclones. It's Gord. He's got a good shot. What's he going to do? Oh! He hung on to that. The goalie dropped, made his move, and upstairs he went. That was a great play, all the way from just the other side of center ice. And I mentioned the shot as he was going in because he's had a couple of dandies already in this game. They use him especially on the power play in their own zone, not panicking at all. Here's Sarlo now, a couple of nice moves, and he throws the puck towards the net. It goes through the 5-hole. They add another one.
What a goal.
And you know what? I really think that Sarlo got that puck and he went in, and it was a deflated Express team that weren't really saying to themselves, we've still got time left here. Side, back in behind the net. Out in front, there's a shot off the post and in. Nice play there by the two Cyclone players.
Park scored that goal just out in front, but Gore set him up beautifully.
Nice little wrist shot. Hit the post about halfway up and went right across to the other side into the mesh. It's Nations Cup 2015. We'll be right back. I'm with Marvin Minkler, head coach, CT Oil Kings. Marvin, let's talk about your 05 team.
Our 05 team, they're a work in progress. They're a hard-working group of kids. They come to the rink, they bring their lunch pails, and they work hard every day. And the learning's going to take hold, hopefully, this tournament.
And these kids, a lot of times you're seeing them for the first time when they show up, and it takes you a while to see what they've got and where you can place them.
Yeah, it probably takes about a year to them to adapt to the speed of the game, the teams we're playing throughout the course of the year, and them to get used to the way we're coaching them as well.
Just to say about the tournament, you're only coming back because it's a good one.
It's a great one. Like, we look forward to playing all the Canadian teams. It's, teams we don't necessarily see. It's great flavor on our season. The kids all get pumped up to put on the USA sweaters and play against Canada.
Mm-hmm. What's the quality like compared now to what it was when you first started?
It's great. I mean, you can't put it into words. I mean, I think it's the exposure these kids need. They need to be in that environment, play against different systems. I mean, the Canadian teams coach differently, or they play differently than the American teams, and I think that's a great little adjustment.
Not only is coaching important for these kids at this level, but of course the influence and the involvement of the parents is big time too.
Well, I mean, without them, then the kids aren't coming to the rink by themselves. So, they're the ones waking up early morning, getting the kids to the rink, getting them there in the summer and the spring. And, without the parents, we wouldn't be hockey players.
Great success through Marvin's program. CT Oil Kings, head coach, 01 and 05 teams.
Satan takes it off. Satan, one of the smaller players on the ice, moves up, his shot, big save, rebound, scores! Nothing you can do if you're the American goalie there.
Nice save on the initial shot, but it was a huge rebound, and the Guelph player was left uncovered, and Seo had really no chance to get back to recover on that one.
That just deflected off.
Back to Gore, he takes another shot. There's a shot, into the net it goes. I don't know who that was. I'll tell you in a second. I think it might have been Mosher who was.
That's Labadie.
Who was at Labadie?
Yeah.
And smart play by him as he went to the net. You never know what's going to be there when you get there.
The neutral zone. Canada has a step on the defenseman. Here goes Canada. Shot, scores!
Well, Kyle Costello picked up that puck just inside his own blue line. The one defenseman back, and then it became a foot race, and Costello was the winner of that. Just as they came into the net, you can see the defenseman try to lift the stick, but the puck went up. Sale went down.
To find 2 goals. That shot scores. Make it 3 goals as Gervais, right out in front of the slot, takes a shot. Pickering unable to find it.
That sounded like it hit both goalposts, Kyle. The back post along the bottom is covered, so it sounded like it hit both, went side to side. There's a shot that goes in as the far side was wide open.
What a play there by Kyler Morgan, going strong to the net, stick down. And on and off.
And hope you enjoy this DVD. So there we are from Lansing, East Lansing, the Suburban Ice Arena, and the Nations Cup 2015. I'm Paul Nathan along with Kyle McKinnon.